go in 5, 4, 3.
Good morning. We are here today for our third and final tax meeting to have input from our community. So at this point, I'll turn our meeting over to our superintendent, Mr. Ragsdale.
Yes, ma'am, Madam Chair, members of the board. I'm going to ask our CFO, Brad Johnson, to come and bring kind of, again, for the final time, an explanation of exactly what's happening with the millage rate as it's staying the same, and move forward with the hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Superintendent. Madam Chair, Mr. Vice Chair, members of the board, Mr. Superintendent, the 2017 general fund budget was approved by the Cobb County School Board in May 2016. Included in the budget was a continuation of the same general fund millage rate as the year before at 18.9 mils. This means that from a millage rate perspective, the school board did not raise taxes. The Cobb County School District has a long history of keeping taxes low. The following are several statistics. The Cobb County Board of Education has kept the general fund millage rate the same at 18.9 mils since the year 2007. The last change in the general fund millage rate was a millage decrease in 2007 from 19 mils to 18.9 mils. The Cobb County Board of Education completely eliminated the debt service millage in 2007 from 0.9 mils to 0.00 mils. This decision resulted in the school district being completely free of long-term debt. And finally, during the budget shortages that began in 2006, the board never utilized the option of increasing the general fund millage rate. Included in the 2017 budget that the board approved was an estimate of 6% in the net property value digest growth in Cobb County. I am pleased to present to the board today that the actual property digest growth from the Cobb County tax assessor was exactly 6%. So we were off by 0.00%. So we were thankful for that estimate. The district had hoped for a digest growth in addition to the 6% growth, but there was none because the age 62 exemption increased by 14% to $90 million, and the car tag digest birthday tax decreased by 27%. It is important to note that a completely separate entity, the Cobb County tax assessor, assesses property values annually in Cobb County. If the tax assessor lowers the value of a Cobb citizen's home, the district's millage rate will be applied to the lower value, and that property owner will pay less property tax. If the tax assessor increases the value of a Cobb citizen's home, the district's millage rate will be applied to the higher property value, and that property owner will pay more property tax. In either case, though, the school district millage rate is still 18.9 mils, and our general fund millage tax rate has not increased. Georgia law currently contains a provision which was originally called the Georgia Taxpayer Bill of Rights, which in essence states that in a year when the property digest increases, school districts must conduct 3 public hearings for citizens' input, even if the district's millage rate remains the same. The district has already conducted 2 public hearings, and today, this morning, is the 3rd public hearing that is required. The district is scheduled to establish the general fund millage rate today. Madam Chair, that is my presentation for this morning.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Johnson. We appreciate that. Mr. Doyle, I understand we've had no one sign in to speak right now. Since this is our final tax meeting, we'll take a 5-minute recess to see if someone does come in. We want to be sure that we've given everyone an opportunity to speak who would like to. So at this point, we'll take a 5-minute recess. So at 8:39, we will reconvene. Thank you.
I'm just trying to help us think ahead. If somebody shows up and knocks it out. Start early, somebody shows up and to speak. Are we just going to?
Okay. Our 5-minute recess is completed. So now we will start. As most of you know, we're having one meeting this month, and instead of having the two that we normally do, so today we will have the work session, and then when we complete that, we will have the voting session. So we'll all be done in one fell swoop today. So it's a new approach for us for this month, so we will try to get through everything as easily as we can. But we'll begin this morning with our invocation and pledge. And